Hi, my name is Elizabeth Garvish. I'm the managing member of Garvish Immigration Law Group. I just wanted to update everyone and check in. It's been a while since my last video. We are truly facing some very troubling times, and it seems that all we see is a world full of hatred and uncertainty about the future. We did have some good news last week with the Supreme Court decision upholding DACA for Dreamers, the young immigrants brought to the U.S. by their parents who have now grown up as Americans but with no clear immigration status. Unfortunately, the next thing we saw was the USCIS, the very agency who is supposed to adjudicate immigration benefits, issuing a very disturbing statement that the Supreme Court decision had no basis in law and that these DACA kids are nothing but illegal aliens who are stealing American jobs. Yesterday, another extremely frustrating but not unexpected development happened in our immigration world. President Trump issued a new executive order barring entry to the U.S. of various non-immigrant visa categories, including H-1B specialty occupation workers, H-2B temporary workers, L-1A and L-1B multinational manager, executive, and specialized knowledge, intercompany transferees, and J-1 exchange visitors coming as interns, trainees, teachers, camp counselors, au pairs, and the summer work travel program. That's a mouthful. He's also limiting the entry of dependents of individuals holding these visa types. Further, he extended the previous executive order ban limiting the entry of various employment-based and family-based immigrants from entry to the U.S. This new order will continue through the end of 2020, and there is also a possibility that it may be extended. Here's a short summary, but what I suggest to you is to read the text of the order and consult with our firm or another immigration attorney before acting. This order should not affect non-immigrants who are in the U.S., non-immigrants who are outside the U.S. with a valid visa in their passports, or those non-immigrants who are outside the U.S. with another type of travel document valid on the date of this proclamation. The best advice for those non-immigrants in the U.S. would be to avoid international travel. If you fall into another category or your situation is not clear, please contact us. The order will not affect any lawful permanent resident of the United States. Any alien, I hate that term, but that's what's used here, who is the spouse or child of a U.S. citizen. Any alien seeking to enter the U.S. to provide temporary labor or services essential to the U.S. food supply chain, and any alien whose entry would be in the national interest. The order restricts the entry of these non-immigrants because they pose a purported unusual threat to the employment of U.S. workers. But here's a story for you. I just got off the phone with one of our clients who's a very high-skilled and experienced biomechanical engineer who's working in the medical space, developing cutting-edge technology that will save lives. His wife traveled back home for a visit with their U.S. citizen infant, and she's been unable to return due to the COVID-19 closures. This order seemingly prevents this family from being reunited, even though the spouse abroad has no plans to work in the U.S. This is just one example, but this order will cause a significant detriment to families and employers that would outweigh the benefits by far. It feels like our country has never been more divided, with each side on the immigration issue digging their heels in, spewing hatred, taking away the humanity of people who just happen to be born in another country. At Garvish Immigration Law Group, we look at things differently. We don't come from a place of fear or lack, but from a place of love, abundance, creativity, and innovation. We value the unique contributions of immigrants and will fight for the employers, families, and the U.S. citizens affected by these restrictionist policies. We understand there's uncertainty out there. Our promise to you is a three-pronged approach. 1, monitor the situation closely. 2, check in with clients often. And 3, pivot if needed. We are ready to be creative and find a solution and go to plan B or plan C if necessary. We are here to fight for America and the tradition of the best and the brightest immigrants coming to live and work amongst us. We are here to fight for humanity, love, and family. We are all human beings, and no amount of bars, bans, and hateful name calling will change that. We as a firm, are creating a better America, one immigrant at a time, and we take this calling very seriously. Please reach out to me at goimmigrationlaw.com. My direct line is 404-220-7615. We are here for you.